Okay, so first step to installing a Torp controller is you gotta get this old controller off. This is the Soundwave X controller that comes on the surround. Now the first thing you're doing is these two bolts right here, you're gonna wanna remove these. These actually take the same size wrench, so that's convenient. But then you gotta do these two. Well, it's really any order for these. But so next I'm gonna take these off and then I'm gonna do the other side. And I'll catch up with you when I'm there. Okay, so all those bolts are out to the bike. And now we have, oh, that's not good. That shouldn't be flapping up like that. Oh, wait, never mind. We're good. All right, but these bolts right here, we gotta take these joints out. And then it should be locked into the controller. And I'll hit you up. And I guess. Okay, so got this John out. Somehow it's still connected into here. Oh, I think I gotta take the bash guard actually. Oh, it actually, I think I'll slide this thing out. But basically, this is how it's looking now, and I'll hit you up with what I did to get it out. Okay, so I loosened up the screws right here on the bash guard, so I can drop this thing down and actually get access to the phase wires. So that's what I did. And then I loosened up this frame bolt right here. This is holding up this tray right here. So I'm unscrewing these two, and I'm gonna drop it down, and should be down. Okay, so I got the frame bolts out. Now this thing can move freely. So now, because I mean I've done BACs before, so you take this John and unplugging these cables right here to make room for your new cables. So you want to unplug the controllers that are holding the controller in. You want to pull these out and unplug them, and I'll show you after that. So I just got these wires out. My bike's got 3K miles, so they look-y took a little bit of a budge to get them out because they're not as fresh. But now I'm taking out positive, negative, yellow, green, blue phase wires, and I'll hit you up when that's done. The controller's out of there, and we'll get cracking on the Torp install. And boys, just like that, my sweet, old, reliable stock controller is off the bike, man. Dude, a year in the making, this thing, bro. This thing lasted me a year, stock power. You know, I didn't have any, like, you know, dirt bike experience before I got my Surround. So, like, this thing has been my baby, man. Dude, I'm almost getting emotional taking this John off, but you know, we're on to bigger and better things. So we're gonna take these two brackets off, and we're gonna get the Torp ready to be installed. Okay, boys, controller's officially out. Got the Torp box, bro. Oh my, dude, look how factory this is. Oh my god. The world isn't gonna see this part, but the world is going to see this part with the Torp on the side. So clean, bro. I'm gonna put it back in the wrap so I don't mess it up. Then we move on to the, oh man, look at my pants are all nasty. But we move on to the big guns. First we got the Torp display, which is absolutely sick. Little egg rider type display with the Torp logo on the bottom. I'll show you for you. It's trying to focus. Yeah, it's not gonna focus. But comes with a little Allen key to install it. Set this one, you know, back in the box over here. We got our wires that we need to connect in. So these wires are gonna go in there, up here to where we originally connected or disconnected. So we're gonna go up to those wires, and you'll notice that when you disconnect your bike, you disconnect 3 wires, which is these 3. These 3. And last but not least, throw the wires up there. Last but not least, we got the controller, baby. So the thing with the Torp controller is they have a design where they have all the bolts on the outside. So when it's hooked up like that, and the wires connect to the outside. And the reason they're able to do that is because they have this cover right there that keeps water and dust and everything from getting all over your wires, which you never want water, dust, and all that stuff all over your wires. So right now we're gonna get crack-a-lackin'. We're gonna throw this John on. First we're gonna connect the wires, then we're gonna throw that John on, and then we're gonna be shredding. Okay, so not everyone is gonna have this Torp display, but I do. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna feed it through this big main compartment, And it's going to be showing up down at the bottom here, so you can connect it in your controller when you do it. But this is how I'm setting it up right now, and I just figured I'd show you. Okay, so now that we've got our wires here, I'm just going to stretch, or I'm just going to make sure you guys know. One of the most important things that you're going to want to make sure is going on when you're installing is you're going to want to hear an audible click every single time you put a wire into another wire. So, okay, so when we're plugging them in, you're going to want a nice audible click. You got your connector right here, you line it up like that, and you plug it in. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. Okay, so controller is on. You're just screwing it on to these two screws. Okay, so all our wires up here are connected. We got this connector, the main connector, plugged into the controller. We got everything set up how it needs to be. Controllers are a little bit dirty. So now we're gonna take these bolts off and make sure that we're matching them to the correct colors. So it should be pretty simple. I'll show you when I'm done so you guys don't make any mistakes. Okay, so we got our wires plugged in and everything. So right now I'm gonna test all the power and everything, make sure everything powers up, because I don't want to button everything up and have it not be working. Gotta pull this thing through. There's more slack on the line. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so everything powered on. Everything is running. We got the Torp display on, the battery plugged in. So now I'm gonna unplug this. And let's see the light. Light does not work still. My light's been out of condition. But a little PSA on how to tune your bike for the Torp controller. I don't have a camera on right now, but I'm sitting here with my bike, and I'll just show you, I'll just walk you through everything. So basically, when you start up the bike for the first time, it's going to automatically connect over Bluetooth, so you don't even have to do anything. And you go over here, and you go to your update firmware. So you want to update firmware, and you're going to do controller. Then if you have the display, then you're going to hit display, and you're going to do that after. And then you're going to want to calibrate your hall sensor, but you got to have your wheel up when you do it. So, because the wheel spins, and you know, that's just how it reads it. But then you set your speed units. So I have miles per hour and I have Celsius for degrees. Set your sprocket ratio, and then if you go to settings, I'll show you exactly my tunes. My eco mode tune is 4,000 watts or 4 kilowatts, 250 amps to the motor, 66 amps from the battery, and my RPM is, you know, as fast as it can get. And the brake lever regen is super nice. I actually love it so much. Whenever you hit your brakes, it applies regen. My stock brake my front brake is stock, so I can just do that whenever I want, and it helps slow the bike down. It's like super nice. And then field weakening is still in like beta testing, so I'm not using too much field weakening. I got 20 amps set for field weakening. And then if we go to sport mode, I'm running 7,000 watts. I can run 7,300, but it's just like, you know, I would rather be just air on the safe side. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just running 115 from the battery, 500 for the motor. My throttle release regen is 26 amps, so that's just like when I let up the throttle. Here, I'm gonna put 20. So when I let up the throttle, it like slows the bike down. And then brake lever regen, got that at 92 amps because we want that pulling hard. And let's go up to the battery. So what's nice is about the battery readout is it's completely accurate with the stock battery. So like literally every single, like it's never not correct, because when you bypass battery, it won't be correct. Mine's non-bypassed and it's just perfectly accurate, so it's super nice. And then this like shows you your rides and your temps. And then over here, you just get a live readout of your percentage, your motor RPM, your kilowatts, your volts. It's fluctuating between, you know, 59.9 and 60.1, because that's just how batteries are. They're like always refreshing. And then up here you got your battery, you got your motor, you got your controller temps. Those are all looking good. Yeah, so that's basically all you need to do. Like, it doesn't take, you don't have to be like a smart, you know, super mechanical engineer, like technician, like it's all just plug and play, and it's all just setting it all up, man. So that's what's really nice. You don't have to pay to have it installed. It's just you pay for the controller, then you set it up yourself. And I mean, it took me, including taking the stock controller off, it probably took me like an hour. But for someone who has like little to no experience, it's super easy. There's YouTube videos you can watch. You can go on my video, the first part of this video. That works, that helps. But you know, definitely just pay attention to what you're doing. You know, make sure everything clicks into place. That's probably the biggest thing, is making sure everything clicks into place while you're connecting your when you're connecting your connectors down there. Just make sure everything clicks into place. Kickstand sensor, if I turn that off, then I can ride my bike right now in the garage. And you got to calibrate your throttle, which is one of the most important things. And when you calibrate your throttle, basically all you do, here, I'll do it right now, I'll show you. All you got to do is have your thing set, twist the throttle to full, 2.83, 2.84 volts. You save that. Now your throttle is calibrated, so if you get a new throttle and when you install, you're going to need to use the throttle calibration. And yeah, and it's the exact same for eco. Your throttle calibration is going to be the same. And you can change your throttle curve, which you can go up here. Oh, my thumb will go on the slider. Alright, you can go like down here, have it ramp, you can have it up here, and then start cutting off. But yeah, it's super sweet. Alright, let's get it. Alright, so we have a bypass G.O.A.T 4000. How much power are you running?
I'm running 7,500 watts.
7,500 watts, and we got a Torp unbypassed battery running 7,000 watts. Alright, let's go on go, alright? 3, 2, 1, go. Bye-bye. Here, you want?
Shit myself for a second.
Dude, they're both like fast.
I know. Dude, I've already scared the shit on this already.
Imagine like 12,000 watts, 14,000. This can do 17,000 on a stock motor and like 35 on an upgraded one.
I know, right?
So it's nuts.
This thing already pays. This thing already pulls way more.
Yeah.
On a stock battery, even without a bypass.
Oh yeah.
I think I might flip.
Dude, we should put your bypass battery in here and see how much power it runs.
Bro.
And then we could try, bro. I think it does like 9,000.
You're gonna kill my battery, bro.
Alright, we won't do it.
I'm at 94%. See the issue?
I'm at 92 now.
What was that?
I'm at 92.
So the issue with the bypass battery is that obviously the EdRider display for a BAC won't read it super accurately. It might either read higher or lower. But on here, I charge it up to 100%. It stays 100% for at least like 2 hours. You have to wait for it to update.
I got you.
That's the issue with bypass batteries. That's why, honestly, I probably should have just sold the BAC in the first place. There's no point.
This is what mine says. So I got motor temp, I got controller temp, I got the phase current, I got the battery current, and I got the power that I'm currently running and the current RPM, and then it's just it's trip and efficiency. But I like doing the motor controller.
Yeah, mine has a bit more on it. It's like I guess it's something the basic stuff. Probably similar thing as well.
Yeah, I like that one though. I like your display, and this one you can't turn off.
You can't turn off that one?
Nah.
Wow.
So like you can't hit the power button and turn it off. But it doesn't matter too much. Like when are you turning it off? Oh, you want to hear something else pretty cool?
What?
My front brake, since it's connected to electric, it works as a back brake too, because it does regen and it does a front brake. So I don't even need to hit this at all.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I could just toggle on the regen, so it's really automatic.
I got it too.
Yeah.
I have both. My sport regen is strong when I when I let off throttle,
Yeah.
and then my eco is no regen. And when I pull this in either mode, then it slows down.
Yeah.
It's a 48 tooth on a 17-inch rim, so it's like almost an equivalent ratio.
Okay.
No. Since it's a 17-inch rim, it's the same as a 54 on a 19.
Okay.
I what?
How many times have you been stopped?
Never.
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 Either, other than like, you know, getting warned.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know if you ever received any warnings, but
Nah.
really,
Yeah.
I guess you're luckier than me.
Either I stay far away or I just run. Oh, you guys are bike then?
No.
Oh. Oh, what the heck? Oh, is that one of those RARs? Like a RAR Mantis? You guys work for them?
No, we're just using some stuff.
Oh, I got you. Hell yeah. Are these the new ones?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So sick.
Dude, we should race for your video. I'm filming a video too. I'm reviewing a Torp controller. Dude.
I'll just watch.
That would actually be a good race though. So I'm currently on my third ride of the Torp controller. I'm on about 70% right now. And man, if there's one thing I gotta say is like, not only is the torque like insanely good, but there's torque throughout the whole battery. It's not just like torque for a few minutes and then like, it's not just torque at the top of the battery. See if I can not get hit here because my light still doesn't work. Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit there. This thing needs a light so bad. So this thing just kicks. It's so nuts. But dude, all I can say is the controller is super smooth, dude. Don't hit me, thanks. Controller's super smooth. A bunch of torque, we're on 70% and just at any time, just wheel comes up. It's like, it's almost silly. But the one thing is with a stock battery, like because it's still stock, it only has like torque, like you can't run 7,000 the whole time. Like, because 7,000 maxes it out, so it peaks at 7,000. It's not pulling 7,000 the whole time. Motor's at 69 degrees, which is more than okay. You can max it out at 120. 69 degrees right now is not even, I'm not even worried. People have gone up to 150. I'm not even worried. Not even in triple digits. Oh yeah. And if you hit the throttle on dirt at almost any time, the wheel is going to spin. That might be because I have supermotos, but still, that's still impressive. My bike did not do that before. And just seat of the pants feel,
the bike is so much faster. Like, it's hard to explain it almost, because you're using only about, okay, I've been riding the stock battery and stock controller for more than a year now, and this is just such a big difference. But the thing is, this thing can like actually keep up with traffic now. Like, I don't have any issues being in traffic, like, because I used to have a lot of issues keeping up with cars, keeping up with people, keeping up with anyone, to be honest. That wasn't like, if you're an e-bike, then this thing's gonna blow it away. But anything faster than a normal e-bike, this thing couldn't even keep up. So this is legit a game changer, especially because I have a torqueier gear ratio, which means I'm losing, you know, roughly, I don't know, I would say 8 to 10% of my power to torque. So the top speed could be nuts, but I wouldn't have any other way. Dude, like, that's so nuts that I can literally feather the throttle in a wheelie, and like, it's coming the whole time. Like, it's not even a joke bike anymore. It's not even like, getting on it before is, oh, it's a boofed up e-bike. Like, this is like almost a motorcycle. Like, so just as I'm ending it off, I just want to give a huge thank you to the boys at Torp for making such a good controller, and for, you know, being willing to partner with a creator like myself. This guy doesn't even see me. But yeah, huge thanks to Torp, and hopefully there's some more YouTube videos to come. If you have any questions about it, make sure to drop them below. So yeah, and I'll hit you up for the next one. So